What's it like to be a young farmer in Ghana? Welcome to our series on agriculture, livestock farming. And talking about livestock farming, I have with me the owner of Sana Farms, Sana. Nas, how are you doing? Salam alaikum.
Alaikum salam.
Listen, I'm very curious about what it takes to become a livestock farmer in Ghana. What's your story? Why are you looking after sheep?
Okay, I think it's been part of me since I was young.
Really?
Yes. We used to have animals in my grandfather's home.
Okay, which part of?
Yes,
of
that's in Kumasi.
in Kumasi?
Yes. So when you are in the Zongo community, mostly that's what is being practiced.
Okay.
Because it actually helps. I don't know, but now it's been, people have stopped practicing. I don't know why, but it used to solve a lot of problems.
Okay, what was your grandfather rearing?
It was rearing only sheep.
Only sheep?
Yeah, but he deals, I think he was dealing in cattle.
Okay.
Yes. But as at then, I actually didn't have the passion for it because it was more or less like a punishment for us. Because when you wake up, you have to go and get food for them and all that. When you come back from school, you have to,
Okay.
And then,
So you didn't really enjoy it then?
No, not really. But sometimes you enjoy it because the animals, you kind of like relate to them,
Okay. Right.
And one more thing is that they sometimes promise you a sheep. You work on the sheep and then
they don't give you.
They will tell you when the festive season is in,
Yes.
you have this. And so that
So
you
it's a
work hard.
motivation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when it gets there, you just have purpose.
How young were you when you started working with sheep and animals?
Actually, I think it's just part of. I wasn't the only
Yeah.
the only child in my grandfather's home. We were a lot. So almost everybody had a relation with the animals.
Okay.
So more or less like when you can actually, from when you can prepare their feed, from when you can actually go out to go and get feed for them. I think that's, I can't just give it an age. Because
But you're young.
yes.
Yeah. And then, so you went to school?
Yes, I went to school, but we actually stopped rearing the animals.
Okay.
My grandfather died, and then it got to a time we couldn't,
Nobody took over the business?
Yeah, everybody was, it wasn't actually something that everybody wanted to do.
Okay, all right.
You get it?
Okay.
So it got to a time we have to, sell them off and all, So we're no longer
Involved?
Yes.
Well, then what brought you back?
Okay. I think I had love for them, but I didn't know.
Okay.
So it got to a time I've been wanting to venture into agriculture for a long time, but that was when the cash crops, but I couldn't have the means, and then, so this was actually based on my circumstances. I look at what I had around me, and then I realized that, I could actually go into it, and I had knowledge about them. So whenever I see the animals, I'm happy, you can relate with them. When you go to friends, I actually have friends in Accra here. When I go to them, they have animals, I relate to them, I teach them certain things, and they were like, you know much about this. My mom was also somewhere, I'm done with school, I wanted a job in the office.
What did you study in school, by the way?
I did community development.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Integrated community development, and UDS, Work Campus, So I realized that, so that was, after, I think I was in Taifa. And then I decided that, look, I have to go into it.
Okay.
Yes, because
So you started out in Taifa?
Yes.
Okay.
Then
How many animals did you start with?
Okay. To begin with, I started with, I think 3 or 4.
All sheep?
But yes.
Okay.
But this with regards to livestock farming, when you want to grow, you don't have to put money in. You have to look at the animals that you have. Where do you want to reach? So it's not like you can start small, but with regards to your vision, how do you want to take it? Do you want to really go far with it? So it's just like, even though they give birth, they multiply, but still you have to if you want to improve in it, because there are so many breeds out there that you want to get and then improve your farm with it.
Okay.
And then I think there are a lot of factors that motivated me to do. I realized that a lot of people didn't have knowledge about sheep. Yes. Not only sheep, cattle and goats and all that, livestock farming. So people were practicing it in a wrong way. So me coming in, I wanted to actually do it, because when you try explaining to somebody, the person will go like, you don't have a farm. What are you trying to,
Okay.
But when you have it and they see what you have,
Then it
they're
becomes more
always
practical.
willing to come to you. Whatever you say, they would want to listen.
All right.
Get it? It was also a factor for me to go into the livestock farming.
So how long were you in Taifa?
That was 2020. I was in Taifa in 2020 during the lockdown.
Okay.
And then I left. I think I came here this year.
Okay. What happened? Why did you leave Taifa? How many animals did you have before you left?
Okay. I think these are the animals that I have. But
Okay.
I think we've got new babies here.
Let's go and look at the animals.
Okay, sure.
All right.
Let's go.
So, can we enter?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I understand they are not too comfortable. They fear human beings. Is that it?
Yes. It actually depends. You see, I've written some facts over here.
Yes.
You actually
We'll
get
deal
it.
with when we get there. We'll talk about that one.
They can identify you.
Really?
Yes. But you take a time.
Okay.
And
So they know you.
Yes, they do.
Okay. What kind of sheep do we have here? What breeds do we have here?
So we do have Ladoum, that's from Senegal.
Show me the Senegalese sheep.
This one, the very big one.
This big one with
Yeah.
the horns.
Yes.
Let's see his face.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hear you making a sound.
Yeah.
What is that?
I'm trying to calm him down.
Okay.
He doesn't know what I'm going to do, so.
All right.
So you realize that my hand is here, but it's not biting me.
Yeah.
So I'll get to that. I'll show you what. So they have teeth here. You see. They don't have over here, but they have teeth over there.
the back?
Yes.
Okay.
So when you want to control any sheep, no matter how big it is, this is how you have to.
Oh.
Yes, but you have to be careful.
Because he looks very strong.
Yeah, he is very strong.
He's heavier than you?
Yes. This one, I think, will be around, he will hit more than 100 kg.
I'm 99.
So
this guy is heavier than me.
Yes.
Yeah. How did he get from Senegal to here?
That was actually a very long journey. It took like a month for them to get here. I had to know somebody from different countries. That's our problem here in West Africa. We are very blessed in West Africa, but we don't have means for them, like as in for us to trade easily. So I had them. It has been a problem. I think it's one of the factors why, one of the reasons why we don't have this breed here in Ghana. So this was engineered by Senegalese during the 70s.
They created this breed?
Yes.
What is this breed called?
It's called Ladoum.
Ladoum.
Yeah, Ladoum sheep.
Okay.
It's one of the most expensive sheep in the world. We are actually blessed in West Africa. See,
When you say expensive,
see-
how much is a full-grown Ladoum ram?
depending on the pedigree,
Okay.
you can actually get to more than getting to $50,000 to $60,000 for one sheep.
Dollars?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Because in CFA, last year, the most expensive Ladoum, they usually do competition for animals. Last year, I think the most expensive Ladoum was around 50 million CFA. And then 1 million CFA is around 25,000 cedis.
That's a lot of money.
Yes, 25,000, So they engineered, it started, I think, in the 70s. So they keep on till they got a finished, how do you call it, breed.
So what
Yeah,
got
very hardy.
the story? So how did he get from Senegal?
Okay.
By road, by air, by
Okay.
boat?
No, by road.
Okay.
So
So you went to Senegal?
No, I didn't go. My brother is in Senegal.
Okay.
Yes. So he helped me purchase it. And from there, it has to cross. It didn't come directly to Ghana. It has to cross all the way, going down, up to Cote d'Ivoire, go to, not Cote d'Ivoire, sorry, Mali, Bamako. From Mali to Burkina, from Burkina to northern Ghana, Hamele side. From that side to Accra.
In a vehicle, in a truck?
Yes, in the truck.
Okay.
So
And-
it actually cost a lot.
Yes.
You
Because
know, every
the borders,
yes.
what happens?
Obviously, they will take something. So when you have a good driver, the driver will take money, and then he'll tell you, there are roadblocks. You have to take good care of them as well
Tip
for
them.
feeding.
Okay.
So
Alright.
from there, he will go and leave it to somebody. I have somebody in Bamako that he went and leave the animals to. The person took care of them for like a week because they were very exhausted. And then from there, had to Burkina Faso, from Burkina Faso to Ghana.
So in total, a month.
Yeah, I think these ones took like a month.
A month.
Yes.
How young was this guy? Do they
This
have
guy
names?
this guy was 6 months.
Okay.
There's another guy over there. He was 8 months.
Okay. How old is he now?
So They came here in 2022 July.
Okay.
So
it's
it's
2
now
years.
2 years.
2.5.
Yes,
Okay.
2.5 years.
Wow.
So it hasn't been easy. So, but and I lost some.
Okay.
Yes, because the journey wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all. I did my next consignment. I lost very huge females. And losing one alone is not
It's a lot of money.
Yes.
So it lands here. Walk us the journey. What do you how do you feed them?
Yes.
How do you take care of them?
So when they
Vaccination?
get here, you have to practice a slow way of introducing our feed to them. Because over there, they are very advanced in sheep farming.
Okay.
Let's say livestock farming. So they have a lot of feed, different kind of feed. That very good feed actually for the animals. So when they get here, you have to know people or you have to do research to see the kind of feed. But we actually can create feed, you understand, for them. So you have to introduce what you have here, little by little. If not, you lose.
What do you feed them here?
Okay, so I have beans chaff from the north.
Beans.
Beans chaff.
Okay, beans chaff.
Beans husk.
Okay.
I have soya bean husk.
Is it there?
Yes, it's
Let
here.
me have a look at it.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll be back. So feeding the sheep.
Yes.
Okay, so you have some bean chaff here.
So this is cassava peel. This
What
is
does it look like?
Okay.
Yeah.
This is you see this is different from the southern cassava peel. The southern cassava peel, the cassavas are very big, and then when they peel, it becomes very like it's. These are like tiny. These ones are easy to consume. You understand? I had a friend in Tamale that helped me to get these ones, and then this is the beans husk. This. I'll show you.
So this is like maybe waste products from and that the
Yes.
animals can eat.
Yes, yes.
So this
is how the
from the bean plants.
yes.
Okay.
So this is beans husk.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's almost like straw.
Yes.
Okay.
These are actually expensive.
It's expensive, huh?
Yes, it's expensive.
Well, how much is a sack?
For now in Accra here, you can get this around 100 to 120 cedis per bag.
Per bag. And then for the cassava?
For cassava, depending on the type of cassava or depending on where it's coming from, you can get it at 60, 70, 80.
Okay.
Sometimes it depends on the season.
Right.
When there is no cassava peel, mostly, or when it's festive season and people are in high demand of the cassava peel, some actually sell it around 100 cedis.
Okay.
In a shaman.
So do you mix it?
Yes.
What's the proportion?
So what I do is that I have a way of giving them. I give them this. But sometimes I've already fed them with. I have a woman in Accra. She brew pito, so she give me the pito chaff. It's very nutritious. It's a millet. So I give that one to them. I give them this. I have soya bean, and I have a prepared feed that I make. So this is.
So this is like the kitchen.
Or
you have
it's
animals
supposed to
coming
be in that room.
Okay.
This is another
pen.
Yes,
Okay.
this is another pen.
All right.
I haven't bought any animal here
Okay.
yet. So this is
What is this?
this is rice bran.
rice bran.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is rice bran. Every livestock farmer knows this. We use this for formulation of feed.
Okay.
So this plus corn plus soya bean. So you need to know the proportion. This is basically more of fiber.
Okay.
So you need to get carbohydrates. You need to get what will give you the energy. You need to get what will give you the protein.
Where do you learn all this stuff? How do you know the combinations of?
So I do read a lot.
Okay.
And I do go out to people that I think I went to. There's a man called Mr. Nsafo at CSR. Actually did a wonderful job.
Center for Science in
Yes,
the
the
industrial
animal
research.
research in Kukwasi.
Okay.
I sometimes goes to him and then ask him about the various plants, pasture that we can use for animals.
All right.
But apart from that, there is these ones. I think I learned some online. I had people that I had to call outside Ghana for them to teach me. Yes.
All right. So continuously learning stuff.
Yes. Still learning.
Still learning.
Yeah,
What's the
still
stuff on the ground? Is this the same food that you put on the ground?
No,
What
this
is
this is sawdust.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, this sawdust
From a carpentry.
Yes. Every sawmill. When we go to the sawmill and then we carry this.
Why is it important to have this?
So they actually have two types of the sawdust. They have the very smooth ones, the very small ones. These are the, and we have this one for the, when they plane the woods. This is the wood shaves.
Yeah,
that we
shaving.
have.
Yeah.
Yes. So this is what we get. This, I prefer this because it doesn't have much dust. You know, and because of these ones help for the pen not to smell. It helps for the pen not to, you know, get moist.
Okay. Moisture is an enemy.
Yes, because sometimes they might be affected with pneumonia due to cold.
Okay.
Yes, so you need to get this on the ground to absorb their feces, their urine.
Okay.
And then from the urine, there's ammonia coming out of it. So you need something that can absorb it.
Okay.
And then when you need to have a really good ventilation area.
I see fans.
Yes.
The sheep are enjoying fans, man.
Yeah, so it was actually due to an experience that I had when I was in Taifa.
What happened?
First of all, it wasn't this much high. There wasn't enough ventilation, so animals started dying, and it actually leads to a lot of sicknesses. Because
They don't want to get warm.
No. First of all, the ground becomes wet because there's not much air to dry the feces and then the urine, so it attracts a lot of sicknesses and all that. You won't realize until you just woke up one day and then the animal is dead.
Dead.
You bring in a vet, he will tell you, probably they will know the cause or not. You know, vets also have been the problem. Ghana. Still you get that one as well. So that was the reason why I brought in the fan. But since I bought a fan here, I've never used the fan because of how I raised the pen. And there's so much air over here.
Okay, it's quite natural.
Yes,
Yeah.
so it's just there, just in case there is a heat wave or something, and then
you can use it.
Yes, I can use it.
What are these poles that I see in all the pens?
Okay, more or less like for them to feel the like nature. Sometimes they like to wrap themselves, you know, by the walls and all that, and then so we put this one there, and especially the male, they like to hit their head on walls and then on trees.
Why are they
Sometimes
hitting
it's itchy, and sometimes the horns are itchy. They need to hit it. You understand?
Like the way the women scratch their wigs.
Exactly.
The men, and the men too, when they go and cut their hair, and it's itchy.
Yes,
so,
yes.
So they use that.
Yes, they use that. That's why we've placed them in.
Do you put salt on them, like it's like a salt lick or anything?
Yes, I do have salt lick. I think that one is for the animals.
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
okay,
we
so
have a salt block.
Okay.
This one is just a thick tree.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right. Yeah. I see a lot of educational stuff on your walls. What are sheep? Sheep are domesticated animals normally raised for wool, meat, or milk. What are you raising the sheep here for? Wool, meat, or milk?
So for meat.
For meat.
Yes, and for meat here, but I'm more particular with the breeding. So when it comes to breeding, in Ghana we actually we don't have much knowledge about breeding. That's why people don't understand when you tell them a price of an animal. So we have animals for breeding, and we have animals for meat. So we have very good pedigree animals that you can use to generate animals for meat. I think this year in Brazil, the most expensive cattle was $4.2 million. One cattle.
4.2 million.
Yes.
Hey.
Yes. So you ask why?
Why?
Yes, it's genetics. Looking at what she has, her qualities and everything, you know, and they are advanced. They can go to lab, recreate from her genes. You can recreate a lot.
Yeah.
You understand? So when you buy that, the ones that you are going to get are pedigree animals. You get it?
So they're purer, they're more
then,
expensive.
Yes, and when you have a pedigree animal, first of all, even their crossbreed can become bigger than they themselves, but the crossbreed cannot produce what they have produced. It's like, let's say a black man meeting a white lady. You know, they can give birth to what we call half caste.
Yeah. Biracial.
Yes, but the half caste cannot produce something like the black man. You understand, like a pure black. So when you are going in for breeding, you need to get a very good pedigree. That's very important for breeding.
Right.
It's just that one, unless you want to do fattening, that one you just go into market or you go somewhere, try and get matured animals, come and then give them concentrated feed.
Let them grow up.
Yes, just
become
sell
big,
them out.
and then you sell.
Yes.
So.
Then for the breeding, it's more technical. That's why a lot of people are running away from it. But that is what is actually going to help Ghana.
So you're doing breeding.
That is what I'm doing.
Okay.
So these ones are actually breeding, and this one I can't actually sell from it. I can only sell for farmers. So that's one thing I'm trying to do.
So you're breeding them?
Yeah, I'm breeding to improve Ghanaian breeds.
Okay.
So what we have in Ghana is West African dwarfs.
Okay. Show me any. Which one?
I don't have West African dwarfs.
So everything here is from Senegal?
No.
So show me what you have.
Okay. So we have Bali Bali. We have okay. So
yeah.
This one. This one is a cross of Balami and Bali Bali.
Bellamy.
The Balami is from Nigeria, and then the Bali Bali is from Niger.
Okay, so this is an ECOWAS sheep.
Yes. So this, so this is a crossbreed.
Okay. Nigeria and Niger.
Yes.
Okay. Any more here?
This one is from Mali. This one is a cross Uda. So this is a pure Uda.
Which one?
The black and white. So we have them in two. We have brown and white and black and white. This one, she's a stubborn one.
Let's catch her.
I'll catch her. It's a very stubborn.
Hey. Okay, so this one is?
This is a pedigree Uda.
Okay.
This is a pure Uda.
From where?
You see how thick she is. This is mostly found in Niger, Mali, Burkina. These ones. So we actually have these types that are brown and white.
Okay.
Now, this is how you see them. You see how?
Yeah.
Yeah. Half black, half white, or half brown, half white. That's an Uda.
From Niger?
Yes.
And Mali.
So we do have the Balami from Nigeria. It's over there. When you get there, I'll show you.
All right. Anybody else we have not identified so far?
Okay. So this, you see the white ones?
Yes, plain white.
Some of them are crossbreed of the Uda, and then the Bali, the Bali Bali. Now in Mali, they've introduced something, an animal called Bali Bali Horon. That's an improve of the Bali Bali. Because of the breeding, you see, when you are into breeding, you always have to seek in trying to improve what you have. So that's what they are doing, because Senegal have taken over West Africa with the Ladoum.
Really?
Yes. You can't find any animal that is huge, fast growing, like the Ladoum.
The one with the big horns?
Yes.
Okay.
And now Mali is catching up with their Bali Bali Horon. You understand? Because this they actually did a wonderful job.
Can it get bigger?
Yes, they can get bigger than this.
What is that? What is the longest lifespan of a sheep?
Okay, so sheep normally can do around 15 years.
15?
But depending on the condition of the animal. Some of them grow big to the extent that they can, depending on how you treat them.
Yeah.
And some of them get to. But if you see these ones, more or less like when they get to 6-7 years, try and then get rid of them. Because the females become weak in producing. That's when you are doing breeding.
Okay.
Try and then get rid of them. It actually wouldn't make economic sense having a grown female.
Okay.
And as well, a grown male. Because the young ones are very energetic. So when you breed them for like 5, 6, 7 years, try and get rid of them and then bring in.
So you sell them for meat or what?
Yes, you sell them for meat.
And then bring in new stock?
Yes, new stock. But before they leave, they actually have multiplier for you.
Okay.
But there is a key factor. People do inbreeding without knowing. So inbreeding is more or less like, when you are treating these animals, you treat them like humans. You can't let the father cross the daughter. You can't let the brother cross the sister. When you do that, it will bring a lot of sicknesses. It will bring a lot of, immature. It will bring a lot of. You realize that when you give birth to when an animal comes in, it will be crippled. There's no horn. There's no eye and all that.
These are problems.
Yes.
Yeah.
These are problems of inbreeding. So a lot of people don't know. They go to people's farms and then buy animals that have been inbred. Take it to your farm. She gives birth, you're having problems you don't even know. So these are all factors that we need to educate Ghanaians about.
What are the common diseases of sheep?
Okay. The common diseases, I would say we have what we call, I think there is medication for PPR. That's inflammatory, more or less like, how am I going to say it? So we have what commonly known as sulfur. It's a foot rot problem. That's when you don't take good care of your pen.
The hoofs?
Yes. You see, you have problems with foot rot. Realize that they have sores in the hoofs.
In the hoofs.
A lot of people call it sulfur. That's why they look at people and say, but there's a medication called sulfur.
Okay.
That treats that. Yes, foot rot. And then sometimes if you don't take good care of the animals, they sometimes get, there's this, how do you call it? Okay, you have to be mindful of deworming them, just like human, or they get worms. You know, the food that they consume, there's a lot of dirt that comes in that we don't even know.
Right.
So you have to constantly deworm them, and then you have to take good care of their surroundings so that it will prevent them getting the, more or less like there's no much disease that actually attack them until it might just happen out of blue. Maybe it comes just like I think we call one thing that we usually do is we give them PPR. It's an injection to prevent. There's this common disease in West Africa. It's been there since the 70s in these animals. So, but thankfully there is a medication for it. Yes. So
how often does a vet come around?
Okay, so I had a very good man when I was in Taifa. He comes. He's a vet in Atomic. There's a veterinary shop there. What's his name?
So he comes. He's
This
come around.
is what I will give you for not reminding his name.
You go car.
So yes, I think when I came here, I've been here for like 2 months now. He said he will be coming around. Yes, I think he actually helps in a way. I have vets that I call in the north. I have vets at different places that I call. Yes.
Is your operation only in Amran here, or you have?
No, for
livestock?
now. For now,
You are here.
yes.
You're based here.
Yes.
I'm just looking at the parts of the sheep. So which are the parts that we've been eating?
So we consume everything.
Knee, belly, hoof, stifle, rump, loin, pole, the head, neck, shoulder.
Yes. That's where the pole is where they usually want to hit on the wall. And the loin is more or less like where the back is.
Which part is the juiciest part? Or your favorite part?
A lot of people like the thigh.
Okay. But do you eat sheep?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Yes.
I was thinking that once you are growing them, you may feel too
no,
emotional about them.
Yes. Some of them you feel emotional about them sometimes, yes.
I understand they know you, right?
Yes.
Really? Do you have names for them?
I do have names for some of them. This one, the big male is called Nasir.
Nasir?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the stubborn one. Yeah, this one. I have my wife named this one as Princess.
Okay.
She was very beautiful.
Very pretty, yeah.
Yes, that was a Crosby. There are actually a couple of them. We have them over there.
Let's go to the other ones. I'm seeing some fun facts about sheep.
Yes.
I didn't know that they could see almost 360 degrees.
Yes, they do.
Wow, so it's very hard to surprise a sheep.
Yes.
Because you can see almost all around.
Yes, you can see almost.
Okay, let's go inside.
So that's why they always prefer wanting to face you. Yes, they don't like you being behind them.
Behind them?
Yes.
Okay. So they have a field vision of nearly 360 degrees.
Yes.
Lambs can walk minutes after they were born.
Yes.
You were telling me a story about one lamb that couldn't walk when it was born.
Yes.
Show me the lamb.
This one.
Okay, so this one was born.
Yes.
Couldn't walk.
Yes. It couldn't walk.
And so what happened?
So I think they are twins. That's the other one.
The other one with the black hair.
Yes.
Is the
And
twin.
that's the mother.
And this is their mother.
Yes.
So this one's mother is this one.
Yes, and that's the twin. So they give birth to. I think the mother had difficulties because they were huge. This is a cross Ladoum. This is an F1 Ladoum.
So his father is Senegalese.
Yes.
And the mother is where? Nigeria.
The mother. That's the mother. The mother is in Nigeria.
Okay.
I had her from a friend. He's in the States now.
Okay.
Yes. So she couldn't walk. I had to take good care of her.
You became the mother.
Yes. So because of me taking care of her, the mother couldn't smell her again.
Why is it important for the mother to smell the baby?
Okay. So when they give them, they have this slimy thing around them, like on them that the mother have to lick. And then we smell and then get attached to the baby. You know, and then she has to breastfeed. So the first 3 days is very, very important. They have what we call the colostrum. That's the first 3 days. You realize that the milk coming out is like yellowish kind of color.
Yeah.
And it's very, very important because it helps build the brain. If they don't get the colostrum, they might end up dying. So you need to be very careful with that. So, and then very vital in the first 3 days, the mother has to bond with the baby. So unfortunately, she couldn't bond with this one. I had to take good care of this one.
Oh, you feeding the baby?
Yes,
you don't have where your breast is? What were you feeding?
There's a cattle ranch over here that I do go for milk to come and feed it.
So you're feeding cow milk to a sheep?
Yes.
Did they reject the milk?
No.
It took it?
Yeah, it took it.
Okay.
They can take cow milk, they can take good milk, goat milk. And goat milk is actually the ideal one. That's the perfect milk for even human consumption.
Okay. Why?
It's very healthy. Among all livestock, I think it's goat. And now I think they use for even cosmetic industry use it for pomade. Yes. So goat milk is actually essential.
So you fed this
I fed her for like after the third day, I realized the mother has rejected her. So I had to
couldn't smell
continue.
again.
Yes, I had to continue buying the milk to feed her.
So you became a mother.
Yes.
sheep
So
mother.
now I have to be feeding her.
Mother that doesn't.
Yeah, I have to feed her till 3 months. Then when I'm weaning the others, I'll wean her and then put her on a different pen.
Okay. So
you separate them.
how do you wean them?
So you separate the babies from the mothers.
Okay.
Ideally, you have to do it after 3 months. When they hit 3 months, at that moment you try and then take them from the mothers, so that the mothers will also rest a little, before you cross them.
How often can they give birth?
Okay, so the gestation period is 6 months. Ideally, what we calculate it as 1.5 year. You can go twice. So when you cross, and then they get pregnant during the sixth month and give birth, you have to try and let them be with the baby for 3 months. No crossing at that moment. A lot of people actually cross because they are in a hurry. But because of the health, but because of the health benefit of the female, try and let her rest for at least till you win the baby. Then you can then cross her again. So 6 plus 3 is going to be 9. Then when you cross her again within the same month, it might be successful, and then within the next 6 months again, she gives another baby.
Do they understand each other? I mean, the Senegalese guys and the Nigerians and Nigerians. How do they communicate?
They actually understand each other. They are francophones. We are surrounded by them, and then so they are really advanced when it comes to livestock farming. They are making billions of money. Even the government support them in so many ways. They import good breeds from Brazil, from Mexico, from US. They are actually really doing well, especially Senegal, Mali, Niger.
So they're really advanced.
Cote d'Ivoire is also catching up.
Okay.
And I think Ghana we have to really wake up when it comes to livestock farming. See, the reason why people are always complaining about animals. Every year the animals price increases. The reason being that you always bring them in. People that breed are very, very little. So we always go to Togo. We go to Togo to
get foreign exchange.
Yes.
Yeah. So you want to start breeding?
Yes, we go and buy how do you call it? We go with CFA. You have to go with
change.
CFA. Yes. Yeah. So every day in there, I'm telling you, next year the price of cattle, sheep, and goat is going to go high again, because we are absolutely doing nothing about them.
So we need to breed.
Yes.
What are our authorities doing about this?
I think the concentration is not on it.
What are they focusing on?
Actually can't tell because I got really hurt last year. I almost cried. Wow. I went to the man I told you, Mr. Sanford at CSR. Can you believe, since around 1940s, I think around 1940s, when the whites were here, they actually they prepared the land for us to grow pasture. So pasture is one key thing in animal farming.
What is pasture?
Pasture is animal feed. So pasture or fodder. So fodder is pasture is the plants where you try and plant feed for the animals. So you need to understand pasture. We have different grasses, and we have grass and legume. So you need to know this. The leguminous plants are much in they are high in protein, and then the grasses are high in fiber and energy. So you need to know them. So example, we have so many, and now they've advanced so many. Australia have advanced in it, US have advanced in it, Mexico, even Germany. See, they're actually really doing well when it comes to livestock farming. You need to. So when the whites were here, I think it was in the 40s, 1940s. They prepared the land. It's important. They grow different pastures. We have you have Brachyria, we have Labla, we have Centrosema, we have Chloris guyana, we have so many.
Very scientific.
Yes.
They know what they're doing.
These are grass and these are plants. You can actually do plant-fed protocol to your animals without actually going for greens. When we start going for greens, we start competing with the animals start competing with humans.
Of course, because we want to eat our cassava and our millet and our rice.
They take in soya bean, they take in beans, they take in almost every grains that we consume. They consume. So, but they are fodder or pasture that they can easily take. that we need to prepare for them. So when you are going into livestock farming, you need to know about the pasture management before you venture into the livestock farming, because more or less like over 70% of your cost goes into feeding.
So if you can bring the cost of feeding down, it will also
Yes.
bring cost
So
of...
talking about what happened in Pokwasi at the CSR land, do you know they've come to?
Let me guess, they're building houses there on it now.
Boss. I think last year I went to him. I usually go there.
Yeah.
There are several plants. When you go, he take you through, tell you if you want seedlings, they'll come and prepare your land for you, plant for you so that you start. I don't know. All of a sudden, they said some contractors came that the government has sold the land to them. See, it wasn't a huge land though. More or less like, let's say 3 plot or 2 plot of land.
That was
They
using to
added the 3
cultivate
plots
pasture.
plus all the lands over there.
They're now building houses on them.
They cleared everything. I'm telling you, something that they've done research on it and they have become abreast to Ghana, like the environment.
Yes, yes.
Certain plants that it can actually help us. See, they cleared everything within seconds.
Wow.
They were going to do filling somewhere, and they said they've bought the land. They have to come and excavate everything and go.
Sad
It was
story.
sad. I'm
Sad
telling
story, yeah, because that affects directly this business.
There were grasses from South Africa, from different countries.
All being
Yes,
grown there.
Yes,
Amazing.
they cleared everything.
Yeah, we need to really wake up. Because
See, what Kenya, East Africa is doing, brother, it's amazing.
what are they doing?
Now they've taken livestock to a whole different level. Kenya, Uganda, Zimbabwe, just around that territory.
East and Southern Africa.
Yes, they're advancing cattle farming, goat farming, no, then sheep farming. But most of their sheep are from South Africa. For South Africa, they were gone long time ago. You know, when it comes to dairy farms, now Kenya, they are one of the actually the best country to that are practicing that, because they consume milk, raw milk a lot.
Yeah. Do we have big dairy farming in Ghana?
You know, there is listen, dairy farm over here.
There was an
but it's
old project.
collapsing.
It's collapsing. It's true.
It's been there. And I think there are several governments that have brought in very good, like Frisians. You see the cattle, mainly for milk.
For milk.
They can actually give you, okay, now, they can actually give you around 25 to 30 liters just at one time in the morning.
When you milk it.
Yes. That's a whole lot.
So we have a lot to do.
Yes.
A lot to do.
We actually have a lot.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
actually
I'm
have
glad you are in the breeding business,
Yeah,
because
we
that could
actually
be the
have a
beginning of something great.
Yes.
Before we step up, I'm just thinking, there's also what? Sheep can experience emotions.
Yes.
Fear, anger, rage, despair,
Yeah,
boredom,
yes.
disgust, happiness.
That's how
What does a happy sheep look like?
I realized they started running away when you get in. They are not familiar with you guys.
Ah.
So when you are breeding them, you have to try and bond with them so that they won't be scared of you. But some actually, some people, like they don't bond with them. They try to hit them when they want them to do something. You understand? And with that, they get fear.
They become
So
scared.
yes, when they see anybody, they just don't want to come close to any human. But we have ones that are very, very cool with humans. You can be sitting here, you come and lie on you.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, wow, very affectionate.
Yes.
I understand they have very good memories.
Yes, they have.
They can remember
Yeah, you would think they are
50
very,
individual sheep and humans for years.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes. That's
Wow.
how they are.
So the breeds here.
Okay, so this way over here, it was crossed by the Ladoum. So these ones are the F1s.
What do you say
That's
F1?
one.
What does it mean? The first
So,
generation?
Yes, first generation. So in breeding, when you want to get a pure breed, let's say I don't have much money to go and purchase a lot of pure breeds. If, as I told you, in breeding, you need to improve. You get it? You need to improve. These are not Ladoum. So I crossed the Ladoum with this. These ones are the F1. That's 50% Ladoum.
Ladoum.
So you need another Ladoum to cross these ones to give you an F2.
Okay.
That will be around 60%.
You're now increasing the Ladoum
Yes,
content.
yeah, the percentage. That's if you want to get the Ladoum.
Okay.
So you get another Ladoum for the third generation.
F3.
Yes. So you get to around the fifth generation, the sixth generation. That's
Yep.
when you get around 98% of the Ladoum.
Then you'd have taken out the...
Yes, you
the
can
what?
then have them. The reason we've gone in for this Ladoum is that you see how they are. very tall, they grow fast. So, and they are very hardy.
Let's go inside there.
Okay.
Yes. I'm particularly interested in the one with the huge horns.
Okay.
How do you handle him?
he's very gentle.
Really?
Not like the other one.
Although his horns look very fearsome.
He's very gentle.
Why do they all have green colors?
These are for beautification purposes and then also how to control them.
To hold them, okay.
Yes. So, so you see this one.
So this is a Ladoum?
Yeah, this is a Ladoum. This one is very
a
friendly.
female?
Yeah, this is a female.
100% Ladoum?
Yes.
Okay.
These are all 100% Ladoum.
All 100%?
Yeah, this is where I keep the 100%.
Ah.
So I have two, I have the other big male. I have dedicated that one to get a crossbreed.
Okay.
Over there. So with regards to that, I'm trying to improve so that we can get rid of, not get rid of, try to improve the Ghanaian breed.
Yes.
We do have what we call the West African dwarfs.
Dwarfs?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, the name actually. The
West African they're small, right?
They're very small.
Okay.
Those are the short sheep that you see.
Yeah, we see in town.
Yes.
The local guys running around.
Yes. They are we call them the West African dwarfs. Those ones, they don't grow.
They don't grow big.
No.
Okay.
And then their growth rate is slow. These ones, when they give birth, by 6 months, they can clock more than the 30 to 35 kg of there.
Wow.
But the West African dwarf can reach 2 years, and that's when it has reached the 35 kg.
But this one,
So
6 months.
economic sense, it doesn't make
This
sense.
makes sense.
So that's why you need to go in for a very good breed, like these ones. It's expensive though, but when you get it, you get a fast growing. So that's when, let's say, if I crossbreed this one with any other animal, that one I can sell off for meat or something. But for the for the pure breed, I'd have to give to or sell it to a different farmer for him also to improve his farm.
Okay. So these are all from Senegal?
Yes, these are all from Senegal.
How old is the oldest?
So this was this is 2 months older than
the other one is 2.5.
Yes.
Okay.
So this is 2 years 8 months.
Okay. And can still grow bigger.
Yes, it can grow bigger.
Charlie, his horns are
Yeah.
something else.
You see how tall it is.
Whoa.
They have bigger ones than these ones.
Yes.
Depending on that. So what they do is you need to improve. If I need to improve this. So when I get the offsprings of these ones, I need to get a very good male and very good females to cross them, since they are all pure breeds, to get an improved breed of the Ladoum itself. Okay. So you just don't get a Ladoum and say, oh, you have a Ladoum and then that's it. You need to improve the Ladoum that you have.
You need to be very strong to be handling sheep, huh?
Yes.
Because this man is resisting.
Yes.
Yeah. And the skin is really, really nice and...
Yeah.
Wow.
They like to be pet.
Yeah, oh, they do?
They are very
gentle. Yeah. Those horns are fearsome. Yeah. Do they fight a lot?
When I bring in the Adam,
there will be a fight.
There will be a serious fight over there. See over there.
Yes.
There was a fight over there that broke there.
The fight broke the...
Yeah, that's the concrete.
Lord! Hey!
That's the concrete.
Man!
And all because of them.
No, that was a war. That wasn't a fight, man. That was a war.
So that's why I brought them here. I brought the other.
Aren't you afraid that they'll get brain damage with all this head butting?
They won't.
Is it hard there?
Yes.
I want to touch it.
You should have touched this one.
No, this one is a bit stubborn, eh?
No. That one is very, very hard.
So where is hard?
So here. This is the pole. This is what called the pole. Here.
Damn.
You see, so their horns always is itchy.
Yes.
That's why they like to see the marks. So that's what they do. They like to use their.
So when you hold his lower jaw like that, he can't bite you.
So you see that? You see, apart from these teeth, there's no teeth here, but there's teeth over there. So never make a mistake for your hands to reach over there.
You're in trouble.
Yes. No. Your hands is gone. So, and sheep don't have teeth at the upper.
Yeah. They
So
don't.
this is how they pick food. They'll take it there, and then they'll consume.
So the teeth are back in the...
Yes. So that is what you see.
They eat quickly, only chewing their food briefly, mixing it with saliva.
Yes.
So there are various stops.
Yes.
First stop in the digestive process is the rumen. So then it contains digestive juices and millions of microbes that start to break down the food.
Yes.
It produces gas, which sheep get rid of by burping. So you hear them burping.
Yes.
You're removing the gas.
Yes.
Okay. After an hour, about an hour after entering the rumen, the muscles push the partially digested food back to the mouth.
Yes.
So it goes in and comes back out.
Yes. So
Okay.
you realize that when sheep are there, they'll be you realize they are chewing something. Look at this baby.
Yeah, the one down there.
Yeah.
They're chewing.
But when they are young like this, their stomach, they have one stomach. They develop the other stomach. So they have 4 stomachs. So you see, this is the esophagus. When they consume the food, they pass over here to the big stomach.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
And then here it goes back for them to reach you again. You get it?
Okay.
So we have the other stomach. See, it comes down to here.
Second stomach.
So when it comes back, it comes here.
Okay.
That's the second stomach. That's the reticulum. And then it gets down to the third, the rumen. This is where you see we've written the first stomach. This is where more I think the energy, the benefits of the food get consumed by the body.
Okay.
So from here it goes to the intestine and then comes out from the anus.
Okay. Into the feces, the
Yes,
pellets,
the
small pellets.
feces. So they have 4 stomach.
4
It
processes.
goes down
Okay.
here first, comes back for them to reach you again.
Okay.
And then it goes to the second stomach, the third one, you understand, pass to the 4th one over here. Before it gets here, all the nutrient or all that the body needs has been consumed from the food.
Okay.
It's left with the feces in here and it comes out as feces.
It's a whole process.
Yes.
All right.
So that's how all ruminants, let's say, yes, not all ruminants, pigs is excluded. Sheep, cattle, and then goats.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why you see them chewing,
Yeah.
even though there's no food around.
They're
Yes,
still chewing.
they are chewing again. So these ones, these boys,
They look different.
yes,
The black one.
these two are Ladoum, pure Ladoums.
Black, white.
Yes,
And then
this white.
yeah,
These two.
the colors.
Yeah.
Orange
Yeah,
and green
yes.
and then red.
Yeah, these
Ladoum.
are pure Ladoums. This is a cross Ladoum. The mother is over there.
Okay.
This one.
On the left.
But the short one, that is, it's not a pedigree animal. He's the same age as this, but look at this one. This is a crossbreed.
It's bigger.
These were given birth, I think, in November.
And they're already this big.
Yes.
Okay.
A West African dwarf will reach 2 years and hasn't gotten this height.
That's why it's called a dwarf.
Yes. So when it gets to breeding,
Yeah.
you need to know what you are doing.
Do they cross at night? Is there a particular time that they cross?
So they prefer crossing at night.
When we are not watching
Just
them.
like
Just like
So,
human beings, eh?
but some don't mind.
They don't mind that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Morning, afternoon.
They cross.
But some actually, some males are very active at night.
Okay.
Some males are very active. So sometimes you might not know that they've crossed, but they've
crossed.
actually crossed. So I prefer leaving the male among the female.
Okay.
In advance, what they do is we have there's a way it's being practiced. You separate the females, make sure there's a way you have to do it in a sense that you don't want to cross them all at once. That is actually effective, and you get a supplemented milk for them as well. So when they give birth to them, what the whites do is that they put them all in one pen, the females. Make sure all of them come hit at one time. Then introduce a male. Within 24 hours, the male will cross
All of them?
Yes.
Heaven,
After that, they'll take the
heaven
male.
for him.
Yes. And they do artificial insemination.
You do?
Yes. No,
there?
yes, yeah, they do.
Okay.
I don't know of Ghana. I'm now trying to see if there are people that can actually help.
How
Because
will
having
a ram?
these
How will a
males-
ram allow you to get semen out? For
It's actually easy. We have tools and kits that you can use to extract. So a person will hold the female when she's on heat. Just bring the male behind here. The moment he smells her, he knows she's on heat.
and then he will do the job.
Yeah. When you try crossing her, that's when you put in. There is a tube. There is a kit, more or less like a tube. Then you try and collect the semen.
Okay.
They take it to the lab. They then put them in nitrogen tanks to store for future use. So if we are in an advanced world, you see this male over there. If I can actually make a lot of money out of this one. But in Ghana here, I'm trying to see if there is a lab that can do that for me.
Exactly.
To extract the semen.
Yeah.
Because when let's say for a cattle to ejaculate once, it can be broken down to and can be inseminated to over 200 cattle.
One ejaculate.
For one bull to ejaculate at just once.
200.
So imagine you having. That's why that was why I was telling you that when they auction an animal in the buy,
Yes.
it makes sense.
Because the
Imagine somebody buying an animal for $50,000. One bull.
and then one ejaculate.
Let's say 200. He takes it to the lab. He gets 200 semen, different types of semen. More or less, like within a day, he can get like 1,000.
Exactly.
And semen might cost around $50, $100 per semen.
It makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
If you know what you're doing.
Yes.
What is this?
This is pito chaff.
Pito chaff.
Yes. So we go to where they brew the pito. What is left is this. These are millets. So they really like it, and then it helps them to grow well.
Don't your sheep get drunk?
No. This, you see, they extract the water from this before they ferment it for the pito.
Oh, okay. So this is not fermented.
So this is not fermented.
Okay. I'm hearing a tap. Okay, somebody's peeing.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Why is it tasting the pee of?
So that's mostly what they do to sense whether she's on heat that he wants to cross her or not.
Okay. But this is a male.
That's a female.
That's a female?
Yeah, that's a female.
Okay, all right. Okay, so
That's a female.
he's checking.
Yes.
Okay.
So
All right.
that's what they usually do.
All right.
He's the only male here.
Ah.
These three are females.
Okay.
So this is the biggest female. So look at this. This is a female, but look at how big this one is. Look at how big this is. That's a female.
Around 2 years.
Yes, she'll be. Yes, she's around 2 years.
Are you able to tell the age from their teeth?
Yes.
Show me how.
Okay. So, you see.
I wish I could see one.
Okay, this is the gentle one. Let me show you.
Okay.
See.
So we're going to check out the teeth, the age.
So we have what we call the baby teeth. So these are grown teeth.
These are grown teeth?
Yes. This is more than 2 years. This is 3 years. So they have baby teeth. The baby teeth are small. I'll hold a baby for you to see the baby teeth.
Yeah.
So these two will go off and to come back with these huge teeth. That's why you know these two teeth. When it's fully grown, you know that it's 1 year. And this second teeth, when it grows fully, it also breaks and come back. Fully grown, you know it's 2 years.
Okay.
Then you go again 3 years.
Oh, levels.
Years.
So they're levels.
Yes. Then when it gets to 6 years, I think 5 or 6 years, it starts breaking. That's where you need to get rid of them because they might not be eating well, you know.
Okay.
So we have the baby. Let me see if I can get a baby. Let me just check for you.
Okay. I see. Age from the teeth.
Yes. So the reason why you need to check that is you might go to a farm, the person will lie to you that this is actually a young male or a young female. So you need to know that before.
Yeah, before somebody scams you.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, come.
So
let's see your teeth.
So you see the baby teeth? You see they are all small. This one will go off. Then there will be permanent big ones that will come out. You see this one, and all these will go off and come back again.
Okay.
So these two will go off when he's 1 year. And the permanent one will come
up to be bigger.
Then this and that will also go off when he's 2 years.
2 years.
So come up again. This and that will go off when he's 3 years. And then the 4th year also the same.
So based on what you see, this one is about
this one is around 6-7 months.
It's not even a year
it's
yet.
not a year yet.
Okay.
So when they are a year, the moment you open it, you see that the first two teeth. So we use our hand to calculate. So these first two will go off. Then you get permanent
You get
teeth.
that. That's 1 year.
Then these two will go off. Then you get
2 years.
permanent teeth. Yes, and then
Okay.
it goes on till.
All right.
Yes, that's how you used to
Nice.
identify. If not, somebody will scout you and tell you, this is a 4 year old.
Really lie you.
Yeah, he's lying.
What's the best thing about being a sheep farmer, man? What do you really enjoy about this job?
They are fascinating.
Really?
Yes, they are very fascinating. You know, they relate to people. There's this joy when you see your animals. Actually, like some peace when you come and see your animals doing well. You know, seeing them walking around and all that. You know that you just realizing that you actually bred this, taking care of them since they got pregnant through their gestation period, giving birth. You know, taking care of the babies and all that. You know, sometimes even selling them out to somebody becomes too emotional.
Because you become emotionally attached to them.
Yes, exactly. So it actually gives you some kind of peace. So in so many countries, when people age, this is what they go into. they kind of have like peace with animals, seeing them grow, you know. And it's lucrative as well. When you look at the business side, people are making huge sums of money. They're making huge sums of money out of these animals. So the reason why we've gone for this is it's actually expensive, but we've gone in for these animals so that we can improve the Ghanaian breeds.
Okay.
That's basically the reason why we brought these ones in. A lot of people bring in animals and they slaughter them. They don't actually breed them. But we want to practice in a sense that we can feed other farmers within. It's not going to be easy, actually.
What's your projection? I mean, when you sit down with your pen and your paper and your planning, how many years? Inshallah.
Okay, so there is looking at 5 years to come, 10 years to come. So by 5 years, I should have majority of my animals being the Ladoum. I should have majority of my animals being the Ladoum.
Okay.
So and then by 10 years, I think we should have pure breeds of different kinds, so that you will see the differences. We can help others to also achieve that. These ones, when we cross them with the local ones, you can sell them for can sell them for meat.
Okay.
That's the F1s.
Yeah.
You can sell them for meat. Yes, because they grow fast. Economics, it makes economic sense.
Yeah, lots of meat as well.
Yes.
What's your biggest challenge as a sheep farmer?
It's feed. But we are working on it. So in the urban area, the biggest challenge is feeding. And in livestock farming, your feeding constitutes around 70% of your costs. So you need to
bring down the cost of feeding.
Yes.
Okay. You're an urban farmer. Are there tensions between you and your neighbors?
No. You can see how I take care of my pen. When you come here, you don't smell anything, and then yes. So you need to take good care of your pen. And these are sheep. That's why I haven't gone in for goats yet. You know, goats, they are very noisy.
Stubborn.
Yeah, and very stubborn.
We hear them bleating all around.
Yes. And cattle too, because of the space as well. So basically, I have knowledge on cattle, sheep, and goats. Okay. I would want to expand it on a larger scale. But for now, I'm doing the sheep because they are gentle, and it wouldn't cost anything when it regards to my neighbors.
Let's walk back to the biggest one is at the end, right?
Yes.
Let's end. We started with him, so we'll end with him.
Yes.
What is your advice? By the way, have you had any sheep try to break out?
Well, they won't break out because they usually want to be here.
Okay.
Until they see something out, they want to get out. They're just trying to hit basically they are very gentle. Okay. Until they are scared. That's when you see them jumping.
Have you been injured, bitten?
Yes.
What's the scariest thing that's happened to you in your sheep farming journey?
This guy knocked me down.
He knocked you down?
Yes. I wasn't aware. I think he thought I was going to do something to him. I was trying to feed them.
So he charged you?
Yes.
Like that?
Yes.
And you fell?
I fell into the feeder.
You fell here? Hey! And did he advance again?
No. He would then run.
He knocked you down and ran away?
So what they do, mostly they defend themselves first. When they see threats, they read your eyes as well.
Okay.
Yes. When they see threats, they would want to defend themselves. But we have some that are, so it's how you take good care of them. Some people take care of them to fight.
Oh, you have the sheep fighting?
There are cultures that practice that.
Yes, I think I've seen some on the internet where they ram each other and fight. Fighting sheep.
Yes. So this one started misbehaving, I think, was it not long ago?
The big one?
Yeah. But I don't know why he's behaving that way. But I think now he's changing as well. He's going back to his usual self.
Okay.
It's just that when they feel threatened, they want to defend themselves. That's when he will just use his head.
You were surprised?
Yes. So I made a mistake. I was holding a stick. I was using the stick over there. So I think he thought I was going to hit him with the stick.
And he said, hey, friend.
So he did this. I was so close to him, so I had to.
Yep. What's your advice for potential young sheep farmers, people who want to get into this business? I mean, what are the 3 key things that they must know about this business, or skills or attributes they must have to be successful in this business?
Okay, so first of all, you need to be passionate about the animals.
Okay.
You need to have the passion for them because starting it is not easy. As far as I want people to get into it, I have to tell them the truth about the whole thing. We need a lot of people to do to go into livestock farming because the more we are into it, the better for us all. But you need to let the person know how they are. You have to have the passion. Secondly, you have to have an available land. And then thirdly, you have to have funds that will take you through. People will say, oh, you can start small, but see, there's nothing like small.
How did you fund this?
Yes.
Banks? Did you go to the bank?
No, I didn't
Nobody goes to the bank these days for farming. Why?
Especially the farmer, they wouldn't give you.
Don't give you the money.
No, they won't give you. Banks will not give you.
So how did you get the funds?
Well, I think my wife actually pushed me to actually.
Okay.
She encouraged me to do this.
Okay.
Supported in so many ways.
Did she have a sheep farming background?
No. She actually she just loved the animals.
Okay.
Yes. She's so happy when she sees the animals and all that. So I wanted to get into it. She was the first. I was telling her I wasn't ready, but she was pushing me.
Because you used to do other stuff. You used to do sandals.
Yes.
What happened to the sandals business?
So it was. I think we haven't actually fall off, but it's on hold now. We were producing it due to one or two family issues. I had to put that on hold to concentrate on that. So this was what helped me because these are at home. I need to be at home
To sort it out.
Yes.
So you work from home?
Yes.
That's it?
Yes.
How has your community development degree helped with your work?
Okay. When you are breeding animals, you interact a lot with locals because that is where you go and you find these animals. They have a lot of knowledge about them, even though they are advanced knowledge about them, but the locals have a lot of knowledge about these animals. They have this indigenous way of treating animals when it comes to sicknesses, when it comes to let's say when an animal is wounded, they have ways.
What has surprised you most about some of this local knowledge? I mean, something that somebody taught you that you said, wow, I never knew this.
So how to identify whether she's pregnant or not.
The locals know have a way of doing that.
Yes. There is a way there's a way they weigh the stomach with your palm.
Can you show me? Which one is pregnant here?
All of them.
All of them are pregnant? And this guy is responsible for making them all pregnant?
Yes.
I see. Okay.
So, see, over here. So this is where the baby is, mostly.
There?
Yes.
So the baby is there?
So you put your palm there, you raise the stomach, you will feel the baby. But there's a way you have to do it. If not, you won't know. Sometimes you raise it and then it's just meat that you are feeling. But there's a way you have to raise it. Before it comes down, you feel the baby.
Then you feel the baby?
Yes.
And you learned this from somebody who...
Yes.
Local knowledge, an indigene?
Yes.
Here in Ghana?
Yes. And so many things I've learned from them.
Okay.
Yes, I have colleagues, I have people that are in Accra that sells sheep. You know, they have so much knowledge about sheep, cattle, and you know, there's no center where you can go to acquire knowledge about these animals.
We need to document all this stuff.
Yes. We don't have. And it's costing us. The percentage of meat we consume in Ghana, it's not small.
It's massive, eh?
If you look at our food, almost in every tribe, meat is essential in our food.
Exactly.
We import meat every day in the out. The number of cattle and sheep and goats they slaughter every day in there is not small. But we don't grow, we don't breed them here. That's a problem. We need to start breeding. We need to really start breeding here. If not, it's going to cost us. It's actually costing us so much. Every year.
We're spending a lot.
Yes, it's getting expensive every day in the out. We need to focus and then try breeding. It's not easy though, but we can get there. This sheep, as you see him over here, it's expensive. We tried, we managed to get this sheep over here. Just because we want to improve what we have in Ghana.
Yeah, improve the breed.
So if I have this and you as a farmer, you want a sheep
of this breed.
Yes, I can
support
provide you. Yes,
yeah.
But also improving your farm. So say we have 10 or 20 Ladoum farmers in Ghana, or we have sheep farmers in Ghana. When a person has his own, because of inbreeding, when I have babies of this male, I would have to take him out and introduce another male from somewhere. So there we can exchange male or sell the male to him, buy his male and bring it.
And then improve the stock.
It will actually help. But one problem you're having here as well is with vets.
Not enough?
No.
We don't have enough vets?
Not at all. And then the knowledge with regards to cattle, sheep, and goat is, I would say, it's not that much. Not all vets are good with cattle, sheep, and goats. They are mostly with dogs.
So we need more vets to help with the technical knowledge.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So, and if you go to the indigenous, you go to the local people, they don't believe in vets. They'll tell you what they buy. When you bring the vets, you won't
do anything.
Yes, and it's because there's no education. There's no education. There is no relationship between the vets and then the local.
So the vets need more community development.
And sometimes the vets, it's not their fault. They don't have the resources. Someone might be here and then the vet will be in a circle, maybe at the Baraka.
Too far.
When he's coming, you have to get him.
To fund him.
Yes.
Yeah.
When he gets here, the government has to provide them with certain basic medications.
They don't have them.
They don't have them. So we have to purchase our medication. This is my medication box.
What's inside?
Okay, let's. So these are our medication for the animals.
Okay.
Yes.
What does first aid for a sheep look like?
So you need to have certain basic medications for them, such as the this is albendazole, this is Eduwema, this is a B complex, this is a penicillin.
Yes. Limoxin is what?
That's oxytetracycline.
Okay.
And then we have the multivitamin, the Introvit.
Yeah. I see B complex.
Yes, the B complex
Vitamins.
over there. Yes.
Yeah.
We have the iron. We have them. And then this is the oxytocin. When a sheep gives birth, and then it helps in the contraction of the fetus, and then helps them produce milk.
I see gloves.
Yes.
Do you have to sometimes put your hand in their rectum to
No.
something?
When you want to administer any medication, it's advisable you wear the gloves.
Where do you administer the medication?
Okay, so orally, and then you need to inject them.
Okay.
So when the vets start coming to you, you need to be fast in learning, because they wouldn't be there in anytime.
Yes, indeed.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to be very vigilant and then learn it fastly.
I see some wound. This is
Yes.
fly repellent.
Yes. It's mostly for every livestock farmer. I think it's common in Ghana. This one, when there's a wound and then you want to treat it. After treating, you apply that.
Okay.
It gets rid of flies and then it helps heal the wound fastly. We have this is aerosol.
Okay. The can.
Yes. It's a spray for wounds.
Okay.
It's like an Junction Violet.
Okay.
This is a multivitamin.
The big blue purple one.
This is an iodine.
Okay.
So iodine we use when fresh babies come in. On their navel we apply iodine to kill off any germs in entering them. This is glucose.
This one.
Yes, that's glucose.
All right.
And then this is baking soda.
Okay.
That's charcoal.
Charcoal for what?
Yes, sometimes when there's a poisoning or they've consumed something that is hurting their stomach, when you give them activated charcoal, you get rid of everything.
Okay.
Yes, and then this glucose for energy. Sometimes when they are running, you need to introduce by giving them glucose to give them the energy. We have the multivitamin when probably you realize that the food that you give them, they are not getting enough. How do you call it? Vitamin and nutrients.
Then you
just
give it to them.
supplement with that one.
I see a hammer there and I see sellotape. What's going on there?
So it's just for the works that we do here. Sometimes when you are bagging feed, you need to tape the sack.
Okay.
Let me get this.
Okay. All right. And as we're going there, I'm just wondering, so you do urban farming, but sometimes you take them out to graze? Or they're always
I practice zero grazing here.
zero grazing?
Yes, zero grazing.
Okay.
So we have two systems. This is an intensive, that's the zero grazing. You have a free range, but it has its pros and cons. The zero grazing, when you practice, even though it's more or less like, let's say, it needs more effort, more work.
It's more intensive.
Yeah, more intensive. So, and more or less like, compared to the free range, it's expensive. Because the free range, you go out there to graze. But grazing outside comes with a lot of problems.
Like?
they might pick up something you don't know. They will chew rubber. Somebody will eat his watch and throw it away.
Yeah.
They will take it in, you wouldn't know.
Plastics.
They will go there and then whilst grazing, they might take in poison you don't know.
Snakes?
Yes.
Snakes can also
Snakes
bite.
can bite them. You wouldn't even know. You come at home very healthy, but the next day you die. You wouldn't know. And there are a lot of sicknesses out there. You know how we do. So when you are practicing zero grazing, you need to have your pasture land. You know you've grown your feed. You are letting them go in there. It's fenced. They come back to where they have to be. Yes. So the reason why I'm doing this is that I don't want any external problems. I just want to keep them over here. And this is really working for me. When you do that, so this is these are what we use to brush. Realize that how smooth their skin is.
When you go brush them, give them some. I want to brush.
So you can,
All right, let's go. Let's go brush them. Yeah. Who's the gentlest who will submit to brushing?
Let's go to the ladder.
All right then.
Let's go to the ladder.
Yeah. So it's almost like a salon treatment.
Yes.
Keep them nicer. Somebody was trying to mount.
He's crossing there. I think he's on heat.
Ah, so he's.
Yes.
We may get the crossing action.
This one is on heat. So.
Okay, so
mostly.
you brush which way?
Yeah. So you brush this way.
Okay.
So
In the direction of the.
yes.
Okay.
When you go one direction, just go in there. You can't go and come in. You realize that you raise.
you make it
so
rough.
The skin.
Same?
So, yes. So
Okay.
yes. So it takes in all the debris out.
Okay.
And they actually love it.
Oh,
Very
it's
smooth.
okay. Therapeutic.
Have you realized?
You're enjoying it.
Yes.
Okay.
They,
You want some?
Yes.
Okay, I'll give you some.
So
Okay.
this
Yeah.
one will no good. Now that she's
enjoying
realized
it.
that she wants to go again.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay. Come.
Sometimes when they are dirty and then you need to get rid of excess skin. This is what you use.
You can use that.
So when it's done, you just do this way. And
And the hair
comes
goes
out.
off.
Then
Okay. Then you continue
you
again.
redo
I think he
again.
wants more. She wants more.
Yes. So this one, that's what she likes.
I like attention.
Yes. So
Oh, nice.
yeah. She can stand for you to do this. all
Yeah.
day.
Well, actually, you did saloon now. You did saloon. You did saloon.
She can stand for you to do
You're
this
enjoying
all
it.
day.
You're enjoying it. Well, on this fair brushing note, I'd like to say I've really enjoyed
Oh,
this conversation, man, Nas. I wish you the best.
thank you.
Keep breeding, man. Yes. We'll be checking out on you to see how things are going.
Thank you very much for coming.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of What's It Like to Be a Young Farmer in Ghana. And today we've been doing sheep farming at Sana Farms with Nas himself, who is here with over 20 sheep.
Yeah, they are more than
I
that.
counted, yes. A lot of sheep here, and he's breeding. So watch out. Watch out for Sana Farms in future. I'm sure you hear about them in good time.
Yes.
If there's anything you enjoyed, what did you enjoy most about this conversation? Please let me know in the comments. And we will see you when we see you. Turn around for the camera. Smile. Turn around. Turn around and smile. Yes. Turn around and smile. If you so. Yes. There you go. All right. Ciao. God bless. Till we meet again in another episode. Take care. God bless.